physique, style, and a cool personality. The Thanos Infinity Stones to initial attraction, right? The foundation of attraction. Now, I know somebody is thinking, damn, Tarek, it's kind of repetitive. You feel what I'm saying? It's real fundamental. And yes, it is extremely fundamental. But guess what? Fundamentals win games, right? Before you can do all that crossover, before you can do fancy dunks and layups, you have to know how to dribble the damn ball first. That's the base of it, okay? And I'm attacking this a different way, right? So with that being said, I am Tarek. This is a Tarek Talks video. I'm glad you guys could join me, all right? Look, man, it's really simple. And, the varying degrees of attraction, it varies, right? Exactly what I just said. It's gonna vary from person to person. Every man has their little niche. Every guy, every single man has some sort of little niche he could tweak that appeals to certain demographics, appeals to certain type of women, right? Appeals to certain type of cultures, whatever you want to say. But in any case, your physique, of course, that's going to be the first. And I'm gonna just touch on this a little bit, because by now, if you've been watching me, you already know my stance on that. Your physique is the golden rule, right? And I know you're like, golden rule, that's not a rule. You know what I mean? That's the golden standard. I should say that. It's the golden standard. Having your physique is the basis before anything else, okay? Have your shit on point. Look like you are in shape. It's just gonna maximize shit, okay? Then is your style. Every guy has some sort of little nuance to him, okay? You have, I'm just gonna go over a touch on certain types. Whatever type, there's all kind of types. You got the more urban, more street. You got the more rocker band, okay? The guys with the longer hair and they're in the rock, that good stuff. You got the suave, okay? The suave look, the combed hair and, the nice button ups. Whatever your demographic is, that is, your style is going to accentuate who you attract, okay? Whatever your style, if you're a Jordan type of person and one thing about style, make sure it is clean, okay? Make sure it is presentable. Now, I know like I said, there's nuances to everything. For example, the dirty Air Force look is in, especially with the suburban crowd, or especially with the more mainstream hype beast crowd, okay? Even when these guys or females, I see more females do this, by the way, but even the guys with the busted Air Force One look, right? The dusty Forces, their outfit is still gonna be, and I've seen these type of, I'm just gonna call them the dusty force crowd, and I'm not saying this in a bad way. It is what it is. Their forces is dusty as fuck, right? But in any case, their style is appealing. They got that sex appeal going on. They got the busted forces, but they might have the little dangly earrings, okay? They're gonna have the fade with the, with the curls on top, or the more thicker on top, and they're gonna have like some kind of shirt with, the overgrown size style, okay? And they're gonna have the short. That works for them. That's their sex appeal. That's their swag. That's their drip. All of these words, drip, swag, all of that, is another word for S appeal. That's all it is. All it is a man's S appeal. And they work that, okay? Now, some guys might be like, that looks lame, or with the dangly earrings, or F-boy. It works. I've seen it work plenty of times, right? That's their S appeal. That's their style. That's their niche. So whatever your niche is, bro, bring it out. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to try new stuff. Okay? If you see something you like in the store, try it out. You never know. And shout out Rom Wills. He said you can get something done to you. You can get your thing, blown. You feel me? By your shoes. He said this many a times. And this is so, bro, I'll give you a prime example. I remember back in like 2010, I was in the military. I had these fresh Adidas that no one was really rocking. And I'm not an Adidas guy, right? But I was wearing these Adidas, and this chick, she was staring at me in the bar the whole time. She was eyeing me. She was just telling me with her eyes, basically like, come and talk to me. So, come and talk to me. I really wanna, but I went up and talked to her because she was just looking at me, and I was like, hey, what's up? I had a cool personality, which is gonna lead me to my other one, okay? Which is gonna lead me to my last point of the personality. But I just went up to her. I was like, you know what? It was kind of boring. And I was like, fuck it. What's the worst that can happen, right? She's looking at me. I'm bored. Whatever. I'm going to talk to her. That was the finest chick I've ever been with to this day, okay? And she specifically said, hey, look, I liked your shoes. Your shoes was fly. That was one of the first things she said. First thing she said was, I liked your shoes. It was fly. And we hit it off from there. She was my little Navy fling, or whatever you want to call it, right? Same thing with your body parts. A chick is going to like a certain body part. It's always, some chicks like thighs, yes. Females look at men's. If any of my females, if any of my ladies, right, my young ladies, you can attest to this. Please write down in the comment section, and if you feel what I'm saying, y'all be looking at certain body parts. I've gotten thighs, right? Some chicks like thighs. Yes, females, young ladies do look at your glutes and your thighs. It symbolizes. What does it symbolizes? Symbolizes your thrust power. Ladies, back me up on this. Second, chest, of course. Arms. I got a young lady was dealing with me. She noticed my arms were getting bigger. She instantly made a comment. Women always like a certain, it's so nuanced, bro. It's a lot of, this video can go on for hours, right? But it's nuanced. Females always like different type of stuff, okay? I got a compliment. She's like, oh, your arms are growing. And she said it like, oh, your arms, she was rubbing up and doing all the whole 9 yards. So it's certain stuff. Same thing with the style. Right? A chick is going to like something. It's always a certain particular thing, right? It's your whole, your whole presentation, but it's always going to be a certain thing that she just fuck with. Okay? Maybe it's your shoes. Like I said, bro, shoes are, fellas, I'm going to tell you this. If nothing else on your person, right? If nothing else, make sure your shoes are, when you out and about, right? Now, if you just exercising or whatever. But if you out and about, make sure your shoes are presentable. Whether it's your loafers, you going for the grown man look. Whether it's your J's, my younger folk. I got some young bucks on here, some young cats. Your Adidas, whatever. Your Yeezys, but whatever. Make sure they're clean. Because I'm telling you, bro, especially, and I'm not really trying to get into socioeconomic nuances here. I'm just going to touch on it just a little bit, especially in an urban community, right? Especially in the more urban communities, young ladies are going to be for shit show looking at your shoes. Okay? They're going to be for shit show looking at your shoes like, dang, he has some nice shoes on, okay? Now, other demographics, they might let it slide a little bit. It just depends on the demographic, but in either case, the style is there, okay? Now your conversation, your personality, right? Just have a cool personality. Just flow with it. Flow with this young lady. Have an open conversation. It doesn't have to be, now, are you gonna vibe or click with every single chick? No, you're not, okay? Everyone gets rejected. I've gotten rejected more times than I could count, but the way your mindset needs to be is, if you, and I'm probably going to make a video on this, you get rejected, it's fine, because somewhere out there, there's a chick, for that one chick that rejected you and she was like, I'm not feeling you. Trust and believe there's a chick right behind you, figuratively and literally, looking at you like, wow, he's it. He all that in a bag of chips. Excuse my old 90s slang, right? He's all that in a bag of chips. He's a bag of chips and all that there. That's what she's looking at you thinking, right? He all that there. So don't trip but if you have your conversation, right? If it's cool with your style, your physique, there is going to be somebody that is digging you. Now, let's be realistic now. I'm a realist. Not some men are gonna get more options than others. That's it. It sucks. Whatever. Some guys are gonna have more options than others. But in any case, the point I'm trying to get is there is an option. You might not be as successful as Chad, right? Since we fucking love hanging on Chad's nuts, pause, or Tyrone, or Juanito, right? Or Habibi, okay? Whatever demographic you is, you might not have as much success as him, but you are going to have success, okay? And that's what it is, man. That's just attraction in a nutshell, okay? I hope y'all like this video. Peace.